friends, I just wanted to give you a little video before you start your math assignment today to just remind you of some of the things that it's going to be asking you to do with money. So we're just using coins in our lesson today, and you did some practice yesterday with some coins too, but I just want to go over them again with you. And your work today is going to be all about using coins in different ways to make the same amount of money. So I'm gonna do an example with you just before you start your work in case you just need a reminder, and that way your work should be just a little bit easier. Now remember, this is something that we do every morning when we're at school with our calendar time. We keep track of the days with money. And usually we want to show our money in the easiest way possible with the fewest amount of coins. But since we're still kind of learning coins, we want to see how we can make the same number in different ways with our coins. So let's review first the kind of coins that we're going to be using today. All right, so here are the coins that we're going to be using for our lesson today. Mine are a little bit out of order right now. I have them lined up with cent amounts, but I don't know if they're correct. I want you to think. Maybe you could even pause the video and see if you can kind of match up which coin goes with which amount. I've got 1 cent, 5 cent, 10 cents, 25 cents. Are they lined up correctly? No, right now they are not right. So I'm going to switch them so that they can be in the right order. Which coin is worth 1 cent? The penny. I'm going to move the penny up here because he is worth 1 cent. Which one is worth 5 cents? The nickel. The nickel is our 5 cents, so we need to trade. Move the nickel up here. Am I right yet? Still not quite. My 10 cents, my dime, is a little bit smaller. He's kind of the smallest coin that we have. So he's going to switch with our quarter here for 25 cents. And now we've got it. A penny is 1. Our nickel is 5. A dime is 10. And a quarter is 25. We're going to use these coins to build some different numbers today. And the cool thing that I love about coins is we really get a chance to do some skip counting too. When we have lots of nickels, we get to skip count by 5s. If we're looking at dimes, we're going to skip count by 10s. So I'm going to stop here and take this away and see if we can build some numbers here with coins. So here's the number that I want us to build first, and we're going to do this together. 14 cents. There are a couple of different ways that I could build up to 14 cents. If I want to use just pennies, just my ones, I can definitely do that. It's going to take me a lot though. I'm going to need 14 pennies to get all the way up to 14 cents. Will you count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's one way that I could make 14 cents, but this way takes kind of a long time. I bet there's an easier way that I can do it. If I want to try an easier way to make 14 cents that uses less coins, I can try to use some nickels. So if I use nickels, they're worth 5, 5, 10. If I get one more nickel, 15. That's too big. I can't go all the way up to 15. Let me take one nickel away, and now I'm going to have to use something smaller. So this is where my pennies will come into use again. I've got 5, 10, let me keep counting on, 11, 12, 13, 14. Here's another way that I can make 14 cents. If you're looking at my nickels, 5, 10, hopefully something's going off in your brain saying, hey, we have a coin that's worth 10. We could switch that out. I'm going to leave my pennies there and instead take out my nickels and replace them with a dime. Let's count and see if we have 14. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So here are those 3 different ways that we worked to build the number 14. As you can see, this way has the least amount of coins. This one has the most amount of coins. But all of them make 14 cents. This is what your work is going to be like today. It's going to be asking you to build different numbers with different coins. So I want you to think about your skip counting, think about how the numbers make sense together and the different ways that you can build the same number. I'm going to give you one more problem to practice, maybe on a whiteboard or on a piece of paper before you start to do your worksheet. I want you to take this number, 17 cents, and see if you can think of 3 different ways to build to 17 cents. Pause the video, and when you're done, come back and check your answers. Let's check your answers. This time I drew them out, how you're going to be drawing your coins. When we draw them, we're not going to worry about drawing the faces or anything. We just want circles, and inside the circles we're going to write the number amount. That tells me what kind of coin this is. So if there's a 1 inside, that's a penny. So here's one way to do this. 17 pennies. You could also do nickels. I used 1, 2, 3 nickels and 2 pennies. Another way would be 1 dime, 1 nickel, and 2 pennies. Another way could be a dime and 7 pennies. There's even more ways that you could do this. If you did it a different way that I'm not showing here, you can ask your parents and see if your way adds up to 17 cents. But this is just practice for you. Now you're going to head and go do your worksheet where you have even more practice of building numbers with different coins. Good luck.